welcome to the Square Room, quite possibly your new favorite podcast. My name is Jonel. I have my wonderful co-hosts with me, Hugh-Gene and Des Wayne. We bring you new episodes every single Tuesday. We are on all major podcast platforms, and that's about it. I have nothing else. Des, Hugh, how you doing?
I'm okay, I think. How are you, Hugh?
I'm alive.
Oh boy.
Both of those answers were Jesus. Why do you think you're okay? Why don't you know you're okay?
There's some stuff going on with me at work, and
is someone bullying you?
No.
Give me names.
It's more
give
like,
me numbers.
you know when you like been skipping school and they finally catch on?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just getting what you deserve.
Yeah.
And you don't like it.
No.
Got it.
No, not one bit. It's very scary. I don't like him. I want it to stop.
Wow, consequences.
Yeah, right?
Well, you've been skipping work?
Not necessarily, but when this is over,
think,
we will speak about it.
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
know
say,
who's listening, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say we shouldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I want to hear everything.
But
that is why I had to think about it.
Okay, fair. You're fine. You think. And what did you say? You're alive,
I'm
Jesus.
alive.
I'm not gonna.
Why are you alive? Because I didn't end it yet.
Yeah, and that's why I said I wasn't gonna get into it. Because I just knew it was heading somewhere dark.
That was a good one.
2 minutes in, boys.
Jeez, Wheezy.
How are you, Joe?
Oh, thank you for asking. Anyone? No, I'm good. I wanted to ask you guys, for the new people, because obviously, we're constantly growing. Thank you guys. Thank you listeners for that, by the way.
Thanks.
But as a podcast that is constantly growing, people may not know us. They tune into an episode and they're just like, what the hell is this shit? Like, this is like a shit show, We got one who wants to die, one who's skipping work, one who's just, I don't even, it's just like, what is this? So, how would we describe each other to someone who doesn't know us?
Hugh is a free spirit.
That's how you describe
That's how I would describe Hugh. Free spirit.
We're getting freer by the time.
Oh, boy.
What the hell?
And I say free
are you
spirit.
Okay?
No, did you not hear the joke I just said 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, like one.
I say free spirit because you never know what you're going to get, right? There's some days where you're like, oh, okay, he's okay. And then boom, he's dying of laughter in a corner, can't breathe because he just made a joke about race or something.
Offensive.
Yeah. Yeah. And he finds it hilarious. And then all you can do is just let him laugh. Free spirit.
I would, if someone who doesn't know Hugh, I would describe him as, I just let them know ahead of time that, like, okay, he's gonna be quiet, like, at first.
Yeah, I'm gonna look like I don't like you.
And he's gonna have, okay, all right, this is not how you would describe yourself.
Tell me the truth.
No, but that you're not supposed to describe yourself. That's not the point. But I would definitely give them heads up that he's gonna be kind of antisocial. Yeah, because it depends. And that's what I would tell them. Like, if you can get him talking about something he likes, he will talk to you. But you most likely will have to approach him. Like, he's not going to say much to you at first. And he's going to look disinterested. Just don't take it personally.
I mean, I do want to point out that they can't see us.
Oh, but like...
Oh, you mean in real life? Like, how would you describe? I thought you just meant on the podcast.
No, well...
That's what I thought, too.
Well, I was just saying because a lot of people don't know us, but I just mean generally speaking. Podcast, no podcast.
Okay, then I'm going to go with what you said.
No, you can't do that.
Of course I can.
No,
because on the podcast, he's a free spirit. But if you meet him, he won't. You'll be like, he's quiet. He's not really a free spirit.
Right. Like I've had a lot of people be like, whoa, like Hugh doesn't speak that much in real life, but on the podcast, he goes off.
But then I'm around you, I'm not comfortable.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. I'm in a comfortable environment.
Oh, that's the other thing.
I'm not comfortable.
Extremely blunt.
Very.
Sometimes it's amazing.
Sometimes it might hurt.
Sometimes to a fault. I think that, I think Hugh, it's not that he doesn't have the ability to read a room, he just doesn't give a fuck, if that makes sense.
Spirit.
No, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you're being too blunt, read a room. He's like, I did read it, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you know, is that
what
fair
it is.
to you? Is that
I
fair
care
to
to an
say?
extent. Depends who's in the room.
Yeah, you, like, out of 100
If I care about the people in the
you care about
room,
two.
I'll be nice. But if I don't,
No. I'm not saying that you wouldn't be nice, but like, you're just blunt, and that doesn't mean that you're trying to be mean. You're just like.
sometimes I am. I'm just joking. I'm not.
Oh God.
I'm more interested in things than I am in people.
Yeah, I think the first time I met you was the first time I was meeting maybe 3 other people, and you were still the quiet. Like, you were quieter than I was, and you knew everybody there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just if I don't really give a shit about you, I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Come up with something interesting, and if there's nothing interesting, then I'll find something more interesting, like a thing, like for example, when I went camping with my friends and stuff, I was with people that I knew, but I was more interested in throwing a knife at a tree than I was with people.
Right.
That's just how if I'm more
okay, you're that kid. Got it.
yeah, if I'm more interested in things.
It's like, guys, he's doing it again.
I told you not to bring him.
Someone take the knife away from him, please.
Just leave him. You don't want him to be
He just
here.
threatened to end it all. Take the knife away. Yeah, to someone who doesn't know Jez, I would actually.
Oh, he's such a pervert.
I would no. I would explain, like, kind of similar in the sense of, like, when you first meet Des. Actually, no, it's a lie. I would let them know that you might get very charismatic Des, or you might get quiet and very observant Des.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of similar in that sense.
When are you very charismatic when you meet people right off the bat?
I've been charismatic with some people.
Right off the bat?
If they seem interesting right off the bat.
So that's
which is most of the time
I've
no. So it's
never
very
seen
rare.
it.
Because I haven't been around interesting people.
No, you don't get me wrong. You can be charismatic. I just don't know about right off the bat with people.
Introduce me to some interesting people.
To the
and
right
you'll see
people.
It. You'll see
Well,
it.
we haven't met them yet.
No, I have not.
But yeah, Des is the type of person, he reads the room, and he usually will take a second to, like, just sit back and chill and be very quiet. And, like, people look at me and be like, is he okay?
Yeah, I'm judging.
Like,
all you guys.
is your friend okay? And I'm like, yeah, he's fine. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he is like everybody's best friend. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's making jokes. He's whatever. And it's just like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I thought you were so quiet. But like, it's just like a complete 180. So I would just let them know, like, hey, like, you know, he might be a little quiet, but he's totally not shy. Like, he just warms up to people, and then he'll be fine. Like, I don't have much of a warning. Maybe I'll warn some of my female friends, like,
No, definitely warn them.
he will
Definitely.
like, he will be quiet at first, and then
sniff
he'll
your
warm
butt.
up, and then he'll
sniff your seat.
no, that's you, weirdo.
I'll
Sniff
sniff
your
your seat.
seats.
I've thought about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I have when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah. I had a babysitter, and I was maybe 7, so
I
she was
hate
probably
you
like
guys.
13, 14. And like, I was at the stage where I was like, ooh, girls. And like, I'd always try and kiss her and stuff, and she'd push me off, and like, we'd laugh about it.
Jesus,
She probably wasn't laughing. She
Probably
was
telling your mom, like,
no,
you don't pay me enough for this shit.
And like I remember she would get up to go home, and like, as soon as she get up, I'll just like plop on the couch like I'm laying down, and I'll just be like, oh, she smells so good. So it's funny that you do say that.
That's actually really gross, and I didn't know that's a thing people do.
Sniff
And
seats after a lady gets off of it, of course. Smell the vagina. Come on.
I was just thinking she smelled good.
Yeah.
that's so
That's the thing.
gross.
That's
I used to walk around
Underwear
elementary
sniffing, that's the
school. I used to smell girls' hair. Like, if I was in the line, like, you know, you line
I
up,
understand
I'll
sniffing hair, and no, you don't do it without consent. Oh God.
No way, of course I do.
Oh my God. Okay.
I was
And,
about to say I'm gonna do everything without consent, but that's
and
not
well, yeah, please.
Your hair smells so nice.
Well, that's the
Almost.
other thing I would say. Like, once he does warm up, it doesn't just borderline creepy. He crosses over and he pitches a tent and he lives in
live there.
in creepy territory. He sets up his own village. Like, he just
Yeah.
lives there, and
Yeah.
disgusting, but it's kind of like you take it or leave it, you know?
See, that's crazy, because with you, it's literally the opposite of both of us.
Well, hold on. How would you describe Des before we move on to
Same shit. But
No, you can't use... both of you can't do... same
but
thing.
it's the same
but
thing.
yeah, you're spot on.
There's nothing I would say really any
use
different.
your own words. If someone's like, oh, your friend Des,
He's cool. That's you.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Cool, dude. It's a quiet guy, warms up to you, blah, 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 blah. Same shit that you... It literally is the same shit
That literally sounds like what he would say.
Yeah,
including the blah,
I'm
blah,
the
blah,
worst
blah,
person
blah.
to describe because I'll make it like a haiku. Just like fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it.
Okay. So, you go first then.
Oh, okay.
For me, because I feel like if Des goes, you're like, yeah, I'll say the same thing.
No, I'll just say, like, I don't know, you're a nice person, open, you know, you're willing to talk to people. You're not going to be like in the corner of the room just like, oh, guys, I'm so scared. You're going to be more likely to go like, hello, hey, even though if you're dying inside, you'll still do it. And like, yeah.
That part.
That's pretty much, yeah, you'll be like, you'll say it, but you're like in your head, but like in reality, you're like, hi. Well, not that part, not like the scared part, but you know, like more open and stuff, but you know, you're more like, hi, guys, hello, compared to like us, we're like,
Hey.
Just silent. Yeah, it's actually so funny because I think out of anyone here, out of the three of us, I have the most social anxiety, but I'm the
no,
most...
you don't. I sweat.
But I thought you just sweat because you sweat.
No, I sweat from
you
social
have social anxiety?
Yes, dude.
Like bad?
Yeah, I'd prefer not to talk. It's not as bad as it used to be in the past. I went on Tinder dates to get rid of it. To help get rid of it.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah, that's the main reason why. Like, I did Tinder. Like, that's the main reason why I did it, just to get rid of it, help with social anxiety. It's not as bad as it used to be.
Well, I just assume that I have it the worst because like you help me with mine.
No,
so...
I sweat, bro. I'll be shaking and sweating.
The thing is, I mask it by being like super friendly and
I pretty bad
charismatic, and then like I basically force myself out of it. But like I'm in my head and I'm like, I just want to leave. I would like, I think I just force myself to like do it. Because I like people, but I also hate people, you know?
Oh, they're the worst.
Like, you get it, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm a people person, but like not at all.
Yeah, I'd rather not be.
Yeah. What about you, Jen?
I would say that, you know, you will make your way around the room, which is so annoying.
No, I won't. God. You think?
Yeah, you got to talk to everybody.
Yeah, you will.
People don't know?
Not in a bad way. Like, let's say...
You're more likely to do it.
Exactly, than the two of us. That's why I said you're kind of opposite. Like, I'll sit on the couch, and if you come to me, you come to me. And eventually I might get up, where he was not getting off the couch.
No,
he doesn't want to drink.
More interesting.
Exactly. But you will, like, get up, and you'll try and mingle with people. Just, hey, hi, I haven't met you, blah, blah, blah. Like, even at, like a birthday party, you just went around and you're like, oh, hi, I haven't met you. My name is so-and-so. Oh, yeah, I heard about you. And I'm looking at you like, wow, that's nice of you. Because I'm like, I don't know who that is.
What birthday party? Hughes? Okay, but that was different.
No, because I still wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it either.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I would have just watched them walk in.
I would have talked to people that I knew and the rest of people I wouldn't
yeah, and I'm
care
like, who's
about.
that? Oh, that's Adam? Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
I wouldn't even be like, that's Adam. I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, okay.
And you are very nice. You, especially if you're the host, you are an excellent host. Because I'm not asking nobody if you're okay. You're grown. If you're not okay, speak up for yourself. But yeah, for me, it's all positives. Not like, oh, she's really quiet. I wouldn't tell them that you're shy. You will talk about almost anything, even if it's something that you don't like talking about. But if you're having conversation with people and it gets brought up, you will touch base on it, whereas I will get out of that conversation and walk away. But you won't make it seem weird. Like, okay, what's her problem? All we did was talk about beating up girls. Jesus. That took a turn. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the fact that the only sound Hugh made was snorting directly into the mic. Okay, interesting. Well, so for those of you who... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
He's thinking about beating up girls? Like, what's going on here?
Don't, because now he's going to do his Chris Brown impression if you keep that up.
I was going to continue, but I stopped.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going with that?
Oh, you didn't know? Here we
No.
Oh,
I realized, but it was...
okay.
It was,
got it, yeah.
I remixed that
song
in my head.
Okay, so then on the other end of that, what is the weirdest compliment that someone has ever given you? I know exactly what mine is off the top of my head. If you guys need a minute.
Okay, you go, because I don't know mine.
I was going to say, if you guys need a minute to think. So I was in high school, I believe. I don't know. It was a long time ago. This is when like Facebook was actually like popping, which was a long time ago. And someone added me. It was like a friend of a friend. Because remember, like at one point, like that was cool too.
Yeah.
And this guy was trying to hit on me. So he was just like, oh, like you're so pretty and you're this and you're that. And I was like, okay, thanks. And he had the audacity, like while complimenting me, to tell me like, oh, you're really pretty, but like your name sounds like a boy's name. You should change it.
Okay.
I was like,
you're hot, but you got a dude
the name. Yeah, the name's not doing it.
The name makes you think you got a cack.
I mean, he didn't say all that, but I was like, all right, I'm done with this conversation. I already wasn't interested.
Yeah, so
and
this
that was
is even.
But like, you know, when you just like humor someone, you're like, okay, like you're being nice, so let me just respond.
It's like if somebody says you're pretty for a black girl.
Yeah, it's like the backhanded compliment. Like, you're really pretty, but your name sounds like a dude's name. Okay. And
thanks.
Like, yeah, that's the one that stands out to me as like the weirdest like compliment.
Mine, the thing is, I took it as a compliment. It might not have been, but whatever. I took it as a compliment simply because that was my objective, kind of. So when I was in grade 10 and everyone found out I was having a son or a child, this guy came up to me and he's like, yo, I heard you're having a kid. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, say word, like, you're having sex? And this is a guy that, like, I don't talk to. I know him, but I don't care to talk to him. I actually hated him at the time, but whatever. And I'm just looking at him like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I thought you were gay. And I just looked at him and I'm like, thanks. And then I just walked away. And it didn't bother me simply because that was one thing I didn't want, like, because I was having a lot of sex. I didn't want to be that guy around the school that's just having sex with all the girls. And like, I always thought that was...
You're like, although I was, I didn't want them to know.
Yeah, like, I don't like, it's like, don't kiss and tell, right? I'm not going to go to school and be like, yeah, I fucked this girl last night, because now it makes her look bad and she did me a favor. So for me, I was like, okay, thanks. Like, I'm glad you thought I was gay. And I'm going to fuck your bitch. Sorry, that slipped. I swear to God, I didn't mean to do that one.
Did you?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It's just that he pissed me off, and I held that for years. And last year, I actually met up with him, and he was with some friends, mutual friends, and he was there, and I was just like, Des, let it go. Des, let it go. And he's just like, oh, long time no see.
You thought I was gay?
How's your son? And I'm like, fine. He is fine. He's fine.
Yeah, I feel like the like strangest part of that for me was that you're having a son. Oh yeah, you have sex. Like, how else would I be?
You see what I mean?
You think I'm like artificially inseminating someone at the age of 15?
But
like,
in my head, like, I get it, because they're the guys who say they are, but you're like, you're probably not. You know, those little grade 9 kids.
if it's with your hand, it still counts.
Fair, if you name it, yeah.
Bro,
or what are those things called? A pocket pussy?
No, we didn't have those back then, right? So.
Of course they
they
existed
were,
back
like,
then.
popular.
When we were like 14?
Yeah,
No, they're
been
not
around for a
popular
while.
amongst people that age, but they were a thing.
Oh,
Of
were
course.
they?
They've been
Oh,
around
shit,
like,
I
since
don't
like the
know.
90s, man.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Or like a fleshlight or whatever.
Okay,
is
yeah,
that
I
the same
knew
thing?
It's a flashlight, yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew Fleshlight was a thing, but I know they have the pocket ones that you can do.
I know that.
rubber.
Bitty buds. Oh.
No, you probably seen it. And the guy... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense. Okay. What about you, Hugh?
Someone called me a genius. I was like, oh, okay.
Hugh, where could that be a bad thing?
No, was it? I thought
It's what's
The weirdest. That's not weird.
yeah,
compliment?
to me that was weird. I was like, I didn't know.
Wow, he's low key like just trying to hype himself up.
No, I'm actually not.
I'm like, you got called gay. I got called a man. He's like, yeah, I got called a genius.
Okay, like the weirdest thing. I got
Why is the genius thing weird to you?
He's like, I just think I'm so stupid.
Literally, yeah.
What was the context in which you were called?
No, there's this guy I work with. Who's like has corona right now, which is sad.
Oh, so this was yesterday?
No. This was like months ago. He just randomly was like, you're a genius. And I'm just like, why? And he was just like, because I told him, like, don't work so fast. Because he's one of those kind of guys that do too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's always like, because right now my deals are fucked because this is the guy that does all the overtime.
Okay.
He takes everyone's stuff. So right now,
Give the listeners context too.
What?
They don't know what you do.
Oh, I'm a mailman.
There you
RL carrier. Or a delivery agent. To
all
be
right,
more
you're a
politically
mailman.
correct.
It's fine. You're a mail person. Go ahead.
He is.
Yeah,
Of
I'm
the
a
male
person
species.
and I do the mail, which is not important
Tell
to me.
your story.
No, essentially that I just told the guy, like, stop working so fast because you're stressing yourself out and fucking your body up. I was like, slow down and you'll notice you'll finish at the same time and probably earlier. And then he started doing that and he was like, oh, Hugh-Gene, you're a genius. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not. Okay.
Don't do impressions.
That's what he sounds like.
Don't.
No, I love this guy, man. I hope he's fine.
Have you reached out and given him well
I don't have
wishes?
his number. I don't have his number.
How do you know he has COVID? It was confirmed at work.
He's the guy you see every day running around.
And now you don't see him.
And he's a guy who literally does everything. If someone's not here, he does too much stuff.
Oh, that sounds like
Like
he's nice.
he's one of the nicest people. He's my favorite guy.
He's my friend.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's pray for him. Hope he doesn't die. No, sorry, that came out harsh. I didn't mean it. No. I mean, like, actually, let's pray for him and hope
I hope
you
he
know.
doesn't die.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to say that. Let's hope he
Let's hope he's
recovers.
well.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. Jesus,
Dick.
hanging out with Hugh-Gene too
Way
much.
too much.
Asshole.
Really? Because I'm basically just becoming you.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Little
Okay.
booty hole.
What? All right. So men, used to feel very taboo about going down on a woman. You remember?
Was it?
Yeah. At one point, it used to be something that men never admitted that
Really?
they would do.
Like amongst like Caribbean men or Western?
All of the above.
All,
Really?
But then I think
I always thought that was a
I
Caribbean
think
thing.
men of color were the last to arrive. Some of them still haven't, but I definitely all men at one
Really?
point. Oh, 100%.
Oh.
100%.
know.
Yeah, it used to be something that like men never admitted to doing, but they would still do it.
Yam it.
But like amongst like their boys, like you could never, like for instance, I had many men.
Many men.
It's funny because like that's exactly what popped into my head, and both of you were in different keys. I think Des was more in key than you. You were in some weird Alvin and the Chipmunks pitch. Do you guys remember back in the day when like
everything
was like
my
Alvin
God.
and the Chip? It was basically just some dude putting it in high pitch and
Yeah.
uploading it to YouTube, but like that's all YouTube was. But yeah, no, I've had like I don't want to say like a bunch, but like I've had a decent amount of people reach out to me just offering to go down on me without like anything in return. Like that's how, like that was their pickup line,
I ate
so
pussy.
to speak. No, not I eat pussy. Like, oh, let me go down on you. Like you don't have to do anything. And it's just like, sir, I am 14. No, but like it's true. It's true. Like. I wish I could say I was joking. But
Sir,
like,
you're 42 and I'm 14.
no,
okay.
not that old, but it's like, okay, like I'm 15 and you're like at least 22, so just
Yeah.
leave me alone, please, sir. Stranger danger. Like to the point when like I don't think I've ever, and this is not like a bragging way, like I don't think I've ever had to ask a guy to do it. You know what I mean? Whereas I know, like, what am I trying to say? Okay, it's always been the guy who offers despite what they say to their friends. And like,
I tell my friends I eat pussy.
right, okay, so, but Des, you know what I mean. Because
No,
at one
yeah,
point
yeah.
in time, like, were you ever like that? Since Hugh says that he
Oh,
wasn't.
of course.
Really?
Like my two closest friends, when they found out, it's because we were driving. I was driving, and one of them was like, "Okay, guys, turn down the music." So we turned down the music, and he's like, "I have something to tell you guys." And we're like, "Okay."
Jesus.
And he's like, "I'm so sorry. I ate pussy. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do." So me and the other one, we start laughing. And he's like, "No, it's not funny, guys. This has been on my mind. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna tell you guys. Like, I didn't want you guys to look at me.
enjoyed it.
I didn't want you
didn't
guys to
know
look at
why.
me differently." And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's cool. And he's like, what do you mean it's cool? And then he stops. He's like, wait.
The light bulb went off.
You ate pussy? And I start laughing. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. He's like, are you serious? And he turns to the other one. He's like, what about you? He's like, come on, man, let it go. And he's like, oh my God, I'm here stressing. And,
I feel like I know exactly which one would be acting like this.
Just by me saying it like this?
Yeah. I'm like...
But to me, that was a funny experience. And it's like, I thought they knew just by, we're growing up. Like, come on now.
No, but it was truly taboo
100%,
at one point
100%.
at a time, especially now when you get into like Caribbean men.
Yeah, Caribbean men I always knew it, but not with everyone.
No, I know like Caribbean men, like Latin men.
Really?
I'm sure even like certain like brown like
Filipinos too.
Really? Filipinos too?
Yeah, at work they talk about it. And it's funny because
as I said, people of color tend to like it.
White people are just like, we're free, we eat pussy.
Just about.
I'm sure.
We.
Like with love
especially
and
the
respect.
French.
With love and respect, I'm sure
No,
a
they
white
love
man was the
puss.
first one to eat ass. Like,
come on.
Come on, he's like, let me just go a little farther south.
I'm talking about straight eating ass, not not gay
man,
ass, because that's different.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
People are just like, you know what, let me see what this news. And he's like
even at work, there's a Filipino guy, I think he's like 30 something, and there's a girl who came who was maybe in her early 20s, and she told me, she's like, yeah, he came up to me and like he was talking to me, it was fine. And then he was just like, oh, if you want, I'll eat your pussy for you. I love eating black pussy. And she was like, okay, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I've gotten this shit before too.
Got a little bit more flavor in it.
Ew, Hugh-Gene.
It's got a little bit more grease.
More juice. The blacker.
You said grease.
He did.
Get out.
I was going to say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But then I heard grease and I was like, oh, okay. All right.
I feel like that's like super racist. Because I think like I'm
for those of you who don't know you, I'm thinking like pork. You know where it's just nasty. Oh, God. That's look
like
at him.
Pork fat.
Yeah.
I'm black,
Stop
guys.
wheezing
I'm black.
into the mic.
Okay?
That doesn't make it any
it's
less
not
offensive.
racist. I'm black. I can't be racist.
Doesn't make it any less offensive. You can still be offensive.
No, I can't because I'm black.
No, I know damn well you don't believe that. But yeah, you're saying that from the jump you've always been like, I love eating pussy.
No, not when I was a kid. No,
but like when you did it, you did it.
Yeah, I didn't care.
It was never a taboo thing
for me. No, it was
admit.
like, yeah, I'll eat pussy and ass. I don't fucking care.
Ass too, because I feel like ass only became popular.
I told my friends, yeah, I've eaten ass, and they're like, okay.
But I feel like ass only got popular the last few years.
It's popular in my head all the time.
He's like, I've been doing it.
I don't give a shit. It's clean. Go ahead.
Jesus.
I don't fucking care. Oh, you eat ass? I don't care.
Yeah, when I was 15, I threw a girl off of me because she tried to sit on my face. Like she just tried to go for it.
I fucking just wiped that shit off, bro. Like, let's go.
I threw her.
Just throw you on my face.
Did she land okay?
Didn't matter at the time.
I was pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you try and sit on my face? Are you stupid?
You try to suffocate me
like,
with that?
Try to sit
that
on
wet thing.
Like we're
your
having
face
sex.
with
She's
her
on top.
vajayjay or with her booty hole?
With her vajayjay.
So what's wrong with that?
Because at that time, that was not okay for me.
Oh, this was before.
Yeah.
Your first
This
time.
is before the enlightenment.
The first time I did it.
Wow, you really pushed the girl off.
No,
That's
through. Like I feel no weight. Her feet were
What
off
are you
the
doing?
ground. Yeah, I was
Get
so
that thing away
pissed.
from me.
How dare you? We're done. This is over. But zip. No.
But let me ask you. So when during this taboo period, you did feel like it was normal to get head though, right? To get a blowjob.
No.
What?
Yeah. The first time I got head, me and the girl physically fought because I was like, "Don't do that. Like that is disgusting.
Don't suck my dick."
Yeah, I don't
It's
want.
mine!
I don't want to view you as a whore because in your head, anyone who does that, ew, you're a whore. So
Yeah, that's what she's gonna make. She's gonna be doing a lot of that. That's why she's a whore.
I didn't want to view her as that.
Y'all need to stop with these phlegm sounds.
That's the sound.
Okay.
Little spit shine on that shit.
I didn't want to view her as that. So spit shine.
Pulled a little turtle out and.
So I thought it was pretty fair of me to be like, I'm not doing it. Nobody does it. We're good. But then when I got it, oh boy.
You were like, do it again. Do it again, please.
I didn't say do it again. I just suggested that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And you liked it? Yeah,
You're like, I'm cool with you being a whore.
Yeah.
I can never wife you now, but go ahead.
No, 100%. And that happened to be the girl that I threw.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in my head it was always like, if you give me head, I'll give you head. So that was always in my
that's
head.
nice of you.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's how I thought, but I remember like me and my girlfriends, like it was not, I'm not gonna say normal to give head, but it was like expected.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were like, if the guy is gonna go down on us, we were happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was not. Yeah, like I think I've been fortunate. I don't think there's any guy I've dated that isn't willing.
Head pusher?
What?
Is he a head pusher? Have you met head pushers?
I don't like that shit.
No girl likes that.
That's so disrespectful.
Look at Hugh's face, Hugh.
Some do.
What is that?
What is that?
What face are you making?
You look like a Muppet. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's malfunctioning. What?
It's okay.
The head pushing.
I think he just had a montage of everyone's head that he's pushed at some point or another. And I think
he's like, I thought they liked it. They just needed a nudge in the right direction.
Just trying to train them up, buddy.
Oh God, yeah, but like most people don't like that. I'm guess sure there's some
Most.
No, I'm sure there's some that do.
No, there's some that like it.
Yeah, but I would say most.
Make me feel like a whore.
You want me to give you head? You can't make me.
Nah, that felt so
can't
weird.
make
You
me.
looked at me.
Yeah,
and you said
I actually thought you were offering.
I was like, no, Dad, no, not Jill, not you, Dad. I don't want it.
You know.
That's the fastest Hugh has ever looked away from me. And it's crazy. I didn't even realize I looked him in the eye.
Usually he's the one who makes
Yeah.
eye contact with you. No, but Hugh, I got your back because I perceived that as, because he looked at you and he's like, you want me to suck your dick? Like it seemed like he was offering.
Yeah.
I'll just answer this question. Sorry, Hugh.
I was about to be like, y'all want a minute? I don't mind. Like,
He was nervous. He's rubbing his arm.
you got him all flustered now. He's like,
should I accept it?
He's like, I didn't know we were at that level, but I mean,
this can't be his first rodeo.
try to take this relationship to next. He's like, the way you talk, I think you'd be good at it. So like,
He did say he'd choke on none, right?
wait, what? No, that's the other way around.
No, because I said I would choke on none because I'm not doing it.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
saying him.
No.
Oh, right. He said choke on one.
Yeah, one.
Right.
I'm good with the rest.
Well, you know, Des expects reciprocation, so.
No, 100%.
I'm good.
I'm team 6'9".
Okay, stop. I just got a vision of the two men.
Oh, Joe, man.
What's wrong with you?
No, I didn't.
What's wrong with you? Put that in your own head.
Yeah.
You fucking weirdo.
Jeez, man.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Come on now.
Shit.
Really? You're gonna look him in the eye and say,
fucking-
"You want me to suck your dick?" But then when I
Yeah, because
when
you're
I say
objectifying us. I don't
when I
appreciate
say you
it.
painted the picture for me, all of a sudden I'm in the wrong.
Yeah. You
Listen,
painted your
everyone
own
listening
picture.
has
I
been
can't even-
everyone listening's been like imagining.
That's
can't
their
put-
fault. Whores. Fucking
Yeah.
whore ass heads.
Yeah, you're lucky you added the S because you looked me dead in the eye. And if you looked me in the eye and called me a whore, I would have
We're all
flipped
just
this
looking at each
table.
other's eyes and saying uncomfortable things.
I dare you to call me a whore. I dare you. Be the end of your damn life. Anyway.
We're gonna go back to 2 minutes then.
What?
Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. That's right.
Eugene.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Hey, we're gonna be demonetized for Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Yeah. Can't say the other word.
Sudoku.
Can't say the other word.
You know what Sudoku is?
What?
Sudoku?
Sudoku's like a word puzzle.
Yeah,
Oh.
but what? I don't.
I
We'll
get
talk
what
about. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't get
You
it.
can't say the word when you take your own life.
Oh.
So I said Sudoku.
Why'd you say Sudoku though?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a significant reason why.
I think I got it from Rust, the video game. I think when a character like jumps off a thing and like kills itself, it's like, oh, this character committed Sudoku. That's literally what it says.
Makes sense.
But I don't know what you meant. Are you talking about sumo wrestling? Why'd you go?
No, that was the sword.
Yeah, I was thinking. I can't remember that term.
Jesus,
called.
that's so extra. A sword.
Well, that's what they do.
Is that what you?
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
Who's they?
The Japanese.
Yeah, when you like dishonor your family, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm thinking like.
It's still the same thing,
normal.
really.
That is normal.
I'm thinking like 13 Reasons Why Hannah Baker in the bathtub.
That
like,
show's weird.
It's a good show.
Yeah, but they romantic. Yeah, I remember. Oh, well.
Romanticized.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But let's backtrack a little bit because I want to know. I guess maybe you don't have a point of view on this, Hugh, but if you do, feel free to chime in. But Des, why do you think it was taboo for men to go down on women, but not for women to perform oral sex? Like, we established that it was, but why?
Probably dominance.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it was a dominance thing, as in like, you know, you make the rules type of thing.
I'm
like,
the man.
Yeah,
I'm not.
For me, I let everybody know. Like, I don't like getting head standing up. As weird as that sounds, I don't like it because I feel like it's me being like, haha, like look down on this bitch, like, so my dick. So
it's for sure a power position. When you think of like the powerful CEO and his like little secretary, it's always like him standing in front of the desk,
exactly,
and she's on her knees,
yeah. So
and like even the get on your knees, bitch, like it's very like degrading.
That won't turn me on. Like if I gotta lay down, like I gotta sit down, something. I
need the blood to be distributed evenly in order for.
Like, I just can't. If I'm standing up, like, let me 6'9" you while, you know, your legs are in the air type of thing. But other than that.
Standing 69?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
That's what they want to see. They want to see you have that strength, right? Yeah. Let me show you.
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
I'm...
Oh, sorry. I keep looking you in your eye. I'm so sorry. It's because you keep asking questions.
So...
I said it so sexually too.
Like, let me show you. Looking right into Hugh's eyes. You see why I imagine it?
No,
you
I don't
literally
see why.
just you're so nasty.
Nope.
You literally just said you want to show Hugh-Gene how
I
you're
didn't.
standing 69.
Joe, I didn't say that.
He wants to flip you over like a pancake.
I weigh 230 pounds, man. I'm too heavy. Man.
He wants to show you that strength.
Wait, no, I swear, no, that's not what I
meant.
meant.
Yourself a hole, man.
That's not what I meant. I was just saying that's not that heavy for me.
This is a very suspect episode.
All right,
It's a lot of explaining to do.
I'm done.
Yeah, Des, you got some splaining to
I'm
do.
done.
Just say you have a crush on Hugh.
Shut
Jesus.
up. Shut up.
Just admit it. It's fine.
Look,
We're very accepting in this square
I
room.
call myself a Toronto 6 and Durham 8.
Get the hell out of
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Stop it.
No, I'm getting this from an old man. My neighbor who's 75. He said there's some ugly ass motherfuckers in Durham.
No, 100%.
He says I
100%.
see some goblins, bro. Fuck.
Goblin.
Fucking goblins walking around the streets of Montreal, bro. Fuck, I've seen some ugly ass people down there.
Oh my
I
god.
get sad when I see them. I'm like,
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
stop it. There's probably
How'd
some
you
listeners
find
out
love?
there.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so Joe, dominance thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
I think it was a dominance thing, and the reason why they probably didn't want to go down on the girl because it was like a submissive thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. It was obviously all dominance. Yeah, it was a dominant thing. And if you go down on her, then you're submitting to her.
And like, what do you think it is now? Because there's still some people, like you said, especially in like Caribbean cultures and stuff, who still refuse to admit. I remember, so did it start in high school? No, this was after high school. I had a friend and she was dating a guy for years. And the first couple years of their relationship, he refused. He was like, I don't do that, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, like, obviously I wish he would, but I'm not going to pressure him. And then one day, he just made his way downtown. Like, she didn't ask him or anything, but obviously she didn't stop him. And then he started doing it regularly. And, like, but he was like, don't tell your friends. Like, very...
And she told her friends.
Because that's what girls do.
Fucking yapping ass.
She didn't go like broadcast it to the world, but she told her like close friends.
I was a girl, just sit on the dude's face.
No, because for her, yeah, you see how it worked out for the girl and Des. No, but like for her, she was like, "Wow, I never thought this would happen." Of course, she has to share it. Like she was so like she literally didn't think it would ever happen, and it took like 2 years.
Wow.
I know, and I was like, "You sucked a dick for 2 years for not getting anything in return."
Blasphemous to me.
I was like, "Girl, you better than me," because I would not. No, ma'am. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why do you think that is? That, like,
I still go with the same
because
thing.
now,
Same shit.
Now, like, you still think it's a dominance
Yeah,
thing?
because now it's just you men are weaker than me. I would never. She could never.
Because like now it's like, you know, it's like you don't eat ass. You don't like now. Like even eating ass is like if you say that you don't eat ass,
That's
people
like
are
first
like,
base.
no, seriously.
No, I laugh because first base. That's so funny.
Especially with these minority groups who once upon a time wouldn't even admit to eating vagina. They're like, hell yeah, I eat ass. Like they advertise it as because like a calling card.
That's what they realize that these women want. Like now it's not just as simple as, oh, he's a good kisser. Oh, you know, the dick is really good. Now it's, oh, you're not. Ass? Yeah, you're not doing that. Okay, bye. I'll find somebody that will.
Beats the bean up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Beats up that bean.
Such is life.
Do either of you guys have like memories of sexual experiences that you keep for your spank bank? Like, no. is there
That's what I have porn for.
No, but like, have you ever had a memory? I feel like Des does. Like a memory that's like just, oh, that was so good. Like, and sometimes when the porn just ain't hitting, or
I just go to sleep.
Oh damn. Okay. No, but like you don't have any spank bank memories.
I just go to sleep.
You can't use your imagination.
I can, but then it just takes a long time. Like,
so, but
for me, jerking off is just like done.
But what do you do then? Like when you do use your imagination, it may take longer, but what's that memory?
I just think of whatever. I'm not just I'm a very private person. No one needs to know my shit. That's not real.
Ew, that means it's something really perverted.
No, I just
does. That's
no.
What it means.
I'm just private. You guys,
Hugh, you're private. You talk about your asshole here. You talk about You talk about everything on this private podcast. Yeah. You're not gonna say like what is a memory that like turns you on when you've literally talked about everything.
Know my shit.
No, because it's something very perverted and you're ashamed of it, and that's fine.
I'm not ashamed. of it.
No, it's fine. Everyone has their kink, right. But like just admit it. Just be like, yo, I'm a freak, and that stays in the vault.
That's a private person.
You private freak.
My butthole.
Oh boy. So I'm not even gonna look at him, right? I'm looking this way.
Yeah, look at the other way, you fucking weirdo.
First of all, you said I'm a private person except for when it comes to my butthole, and then you looked at Des.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Shit, what's going on?
Y'all need to stop hitting at each other.
I didn't look.
I know Valentine's Days are on the corner, but y'all need to chill. All right, what about you?
I have a lot. If it's like I'm in the mood to think about head, oh my god, when I was younger. Oh, God, there's this girl that used to give me the sloppiest head. It was amazing. And, like, I still talk to her, kind of. So I try and, like, weasel my way in there, and she's not having it, and I get it. But, you know, I'm still trying to weasel.
Wait, you said you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, like you get it, like you understand, or you get
No, I understand why. Why she's just like, no, Des.
No, okay. I just
if we cross that line, you know, that was back then. If we do this, like... You're going to mess up my mind, my head, which is the truth. So I can't be mad at that. Okay. If it's like, just like, there's different positions. Like I think about so many things, but I have like different girls that I think about different things. Sometimes I think about the time that I was having sex with this girl and I was thinking about having sex with her sister. And that thought alone kind of turned me on.
Oh gosh.
So like, there's thoughts for everything.
That's horrible. That's interesting. I always wonder because like I don't have a bank and I don't spank. Like you know what I mean? Like I just I have zero funds.
You don't know how to play the fiddle. Got it.
It's not a fiddle. No, but I'm like I don't even think I have any memories. Not that like I don't have like I don't know. I just feel like no, not you. Yucky. No, but like I don't know. I'm not a porn person. I don't know. I feel like if I'm not in the mood, like there's no memory, there's no porn that's gonna turn me on. Like you know.
I used to think like that.
Okay, page 52 of Pornhub. Get the hell out of here. All right. I think now is a great time to take a question from one of our listeners. If you are listening and you want to contribute to the conversation, we encourage you to do so. Write us at thissquareroom.com/ask. There is a little quick little form that you can fill out. You just send us your email, write what the question is. You can also share a story if you have an interesting story that you want us to read and react to on the podcast. It doesn't necessarily have to be a question, but write us, let us know, and you can be a part of the conversation.
Before you start, I hope this is part 2.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Because anonymous, you're about to upset me.
2?
Huh?
Is this Lil Nig part 2?
No, it wasn't anonymous. It was Sarah with an H, remember?
Oh, okay. I just didn't remember if you said her name or not.
It was a fake name.
Oh, got it.
And no, it is not.
Damn you, Lil Nig story.
Wow. Have you heard from her?
Is she alive?
Yeah, Joe, like you're not concerned?
Jesus Christ, you're just...
Joe, what kind of friend are you? You heard
dead.
the story?
I guess she's in a field somewhere.
She's
Are you sure?
Well, I was gonna say she had to be alive to share the story,
No, she
but
didn't.
I remember it was like a
She
to
was
be
there,
continued.
yeah.
Right. But she's alive. She's alive.
I hope she is.
But
She's
no,
cute as fuck.
there was no.
Sorry.
We're gonna have like a HR department just for you, literally just for you.
Ask away, sir.
The way you've been hitting on Hugh
Everybody.
tonight. He was gonna
File
write
a
an
lawsuit.
He's gonna write like I'm the HR and he sends me a text like I'm uncomfortable.
I can't work here.
This person says we can say his name, so his name is Sean. And Sean says, is chivalry dead? Who should pay for the first date, the man or the woman, and why? Hugh?
Why do I have to go first?
I don't know. I just picked.
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, sure.
Wait, sure to what?
I guess the guy.
First question, is chivalry dead?
Well,
We'll go around the room. Yes or no?
it's not as alive as it was before. I think it's like not on life support, but I don't think it's dead. I think it's still there. I think it's actually kind of making a comeback. I don't know. Maybe not.
I somewhat agree. I think
It's
that
not dead. It's not,
I think that chivalry is making a comeback because women are requesting, to be treated a certain way. I think that men interpreted like women being strong and independent as we don't want, like romantic things, or we don't want our door open, and it's like that's not the case. I mean, I don't need you to put your like jacket over a puddle.
I wouldn't do that in the first place. That's my jacket. Hop over the puddle, you fuck. You got legs, jump.
Okay,
Fuck.
so maybe you need a lesson in chivalry because
jacket over a puddle. What am
we're
I doing
not.
with the jacket?
No, we're not talking
We're
about the
gonna put it
jacket.
back on?
Just everything you said though. It's just like that's the opposite of chivalry.
What is chivalry?
You want like the textbook definition?
Your definition.
My definition, I guess, would just be
How do you even spell
when.
chivalry? Why is this a laugh?
You got it. I
was
believe
upstairs.
in you.
Come on.
You got it.
How do you spell that?
No. Tell us what you think.
I don't know.
Tell us what you think.
Chivalry?
Yeah.
Is it with a C?
Yeah.
C-H?
Yeah. Just type it in Google. My definition of chivalry, I would say, is
I'm dumb.
a person who goes out of their way. I guess I associate it with like romanticness, but like you can be chivalrous and not be romantic. It's like small gestures that are seen as gentlemanly, but a woman can be chivalrous as well.
So
like doing like small gestures to go out of your way to make the what?
He listened to how to pronounce it.
Why?
I was just looking at this.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Okay, so why is it that it's like people don't talk about women being chivalrous? Like why
fair.
can't you guys open my door? Why can't you pull out my seat? Why, like I don't get it.
Yeah.
And that is why I asked what the definition is, right? Because people always say like, oh, like same thing you're saying, like men aren't chivalrous anymore and blah 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 blah. And I can understand that. However, is it just a one-sided thing? Because I don't agree with this.
Well, remember I said it's not just men who
No,
can be
I know.
chivalrous.
That's why I asked you for your definition. So.
And also, obviously, especially in today's age, it's 2021, there's a lot of relationships that are not just heterosexual. So if you are in a gay relationship, like two men, or like a non-binary relationship, or you know, like two women, it can I think anyone can be chivalrous. That's why I said I personally associate it with like romance. So I think.
Should I read the definition?
Yeah, sure.
Very polite, honest, and kind behavior, especially by men towards women. But the old school one was like the system or behavior followed by knights in the medieval period of history that put a high value on honor, kindness, and courage.
Right. Yes, I did forget that. It did start with like
The
knights and stuff like that.
Knights of the Round Table.
What was the current definition? What was it? Very honest.
Very polite, honest, kind behavior.
Polite, honest. Yeah, like I said, like little, like small gestures that are just,
Okay.
you know.
Men towards women.
With that being said, right? How do you know I'm being honest? Like, I could put my jacket over the puddle for you, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, like he's this, he's that." But in
I'm
the back of my
trying
mind,
to
I'm trying to.
Fuck you in the butt.
Oh,
Were you looking at Des when you said that?
Did I look at you?
you did.
Fuck!
But you looked at me from the corner of your eye, which was yours. That's why I froze. I was like, "You lost me. You lost me there. You lost me."
Oh my god, I love this budding romance. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Oh boy. Yeah, so it's like with Caden, I always taught him, like, you know, Caden, who is my son, 11 years old, for those of you who don't know. I always told him, like, even if you're with your friends and, you know, you're going into a store, if you see an old person or a lady behind you, like, even if your friends are laughing at you, don't worry about it. Like, hold the door. And I've seen him do it without him knowing that I saw him do it, which I'm happy about. So, like, that kind of part of it is honest. But for me, let me see a girl with a fat ass, I'm holding that door, boy, and not for the reason she thinks.
But like you said, like, I think it goes all ways. Like, I held the door today. Like, I was leaving a store. I mean, I held it with like my forearm because COVID.
Wow.
But like it was an older man coming, not like an old man, but like I would say like maybe 40s, 50s, like older than me.
Okay.
Not a senior citizen, but like just because it was the polite thing to do.
Can I give you
and that's also a very Canadian thing, to be fair, holding doors. But
You're right. Shit.
What?
Never mind. Yeah, that
You just
might
do it
ruin my
naturally.
question. Yeah.
What?
I'll do it in the States and they look at me
Like you're a weirdo. Yeah.
Why are you being nice?
I was
but
gonna
like
say.
I'll hold the doors for like men, women, different ages. Like, it's just a nice thing to do.
Yeah, when you guys said Canadian thing, that's why it stopped my question. I was gonna say, like, what if you're walking into a store, you notice Hugh is behind you, but you don't know Hugh, but he's around your age. Like,
Yeah.
would you just
Any
walk
age.
through the door? I
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
it is the
yeah.
Canadian
Yeah,
thing
it's
to do. You guys are right. Yeah.
It's just-
known to
it's
do that,
polite,
too.
yeah.
We're Canadians.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever like pulled out a chair for. I mean, I've definitely pulled out a chair for someone. In a romantic way, I don't really think so. But maybe, I don't know.
I know if I'm doing it, I'm thinking about sex. Like, if I'm going on a date with a girl, I'm pulling out all the stops. If I'm
I don't
pulling
think
out
anything's
chairs.
wrong with that, because at least you're doing it and she
Yeah.
feels appreciated.
No,
Better
great.
than the man who like plops his ass down like you ain't gonna sit.
Oh, I forgot to unlock the door.
You're laughing real hard, but that's some shit you would do. Why are you still standing?
Get in, bro.
Get in! The door's open!
Oh my god, one of my absolute favorite movies is, I believe it takes place in like the 1960s or 70s. It's called A Bronx Tale.
I've never watched a movie yet. I've never watched it. I always hear about
It's such a great movie. I have it like on like DVD or something. And basically it's about, obviously it takes place in the Bronx. And it's about a white Italian like boy, like young guy, like I'd say 20s, and he meets this black girl and he's in love with her and they have a romance and everything, but obviously like they come from different worlds and blah blah blah. And then they talk about like the car test, right? Like it's a reciprocation of chivalry, and it tells you like if this, not really if the person's the one, but like, damn, like this is a real one, this person cares about me, like in the little way. So what it is that he's supposed to, you know, go pick her up for a date. He's supposed to get out of the car, open the car door, let her in, shut the door. And now the test is, keep in mind, this is back in the day, this is before like automatic boop boop. she's supposed to, while she's in the car and he's walking back around, reach over and open the door for him. So it's like the reciprocated chivalry. And like obviously in the movie, like he did it and he was like, yes, she's the one, and like whatever. And it was like really sweet. But it's like gestures like that, it just means a lot. It just means a lot. I don't think anything's wrong with it. I don't know why women, like I think women should expect to be treated well, but I think there's absolutely nothing wrong, and you should treat your partner well, whatever partner it is, you know?
Correct. I agree.
Yeah.
That was very well said.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, chivalry it's kind of dead, but it shouldn't be.
No, it can come back.
I think it has been coming back because again, I think
CPR on it
I think nowadays women are like we know what we deserve, but I definitely think women need to be aware of doing it back.
Because you are right about the whole, like, you know, men just assumed, okay, you want to be independent, be independent. Because I say that at work. Like, I seen this lady, she was pushing something that was heavy, and I just watched her push it. And this other lady was like, wow, you're really not going to help her? What kind of gentleman are you? I said, first of all, you guys fought for your independence, so I'm letting her be independent. By me assuming she needs help is me assuming she can't do it. Why? And then the lady looked at me like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah, not shit. It's like you're being an idiot.
But it's the truth. If I asked her, would you like some help? Okay, fine. But for her to be like, you're not gonna go and help her. If she said you're not gonna ask her if she needs help, that's different. But don't tell me, are you not gonna go and help her? Who said she needed help? And that's what, as far as my understanding, a lot of women were going through. Like, just because I'm a woman, don't assume I need your help to do this or do that.
That's so toxic, though.
Yeah, no, that's me. Duh.
No, not your way of thinking.
No,
yeah,
that's not me.
No, not you. You're like, I say toxic, and you're talking about me
again. Yeah, it must be me again.
No, I'm talking about women who think that way and like project that onto people.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with someone offering help. It's actually quite polite. It doesn't mean that you're not capable. It just means that someone's trying to be nice.
Sorry, I know there was a second part to these questions, but I have a story about being nice.
All right, go.
So me and Kate are on the bus. We're coming from Piano. We are maybe like 8 stops away from my house, not close. And there's a lady who rang the bus, but the bus driver missed her stop. And then, you know, she ended up getting dropped off closer to her apartment than the bus stop was. So she's getting off the bus and she had like maybe 6 bags, but she's struggling to walk. So I get up and I help her off the bus with her bags. And then Kaden also does. So Kaden goes back on the bus. And then I was like, oh, where do you live? And she's like, oh, the apartment over there. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Kaden, come. So me and Kaden go. It's an older black lady. We walk her to her apartment. She's like, okay, I'm just on the first floor. So like you can enter from the outside. Okay, no problem. This is maybe 2-3 years ago. So, okay, no problem. We bring her bags inside. We put it down. She's like, oh my God, like, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you guys. You know, you're raising your son right, blah, blah, blah. She's like, can I ask you for one more favor? I'm like, okay, no problem. She's like, can you throw this container out for me? Oh, no problem. The dumpster's right behind the building. Cool. Oh, but don't open the container because it's meat, but somebody tried to poison me, so it's covered in poison. Pardon? Don't laugh. So I'm like, she's like, whatever you do not open that container. Somebody tried to put voodoo on me and blah, 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 blah.
Oh. Sorry to interrupt, but for everyone listening, Hugh is just dying right now because he's really
what a bitch. She just gave you the voodoo?
That's what I'm saying. So now I don't know if I want to take this container.
She's like, fuck you, old bitch.
And like,
oh my God.
You can tell she lives alone. Like, if she has kids, they don't come and visit.
Yeah,
like,
I went too, voodoo ass bitch. Go to fucking New Orleans.
Her house has that, like, it smells like you only do basic cleaning. Like, you don't really mop the floor with Dettol and bleach or nothing. You just kind of sweep and like wipe the counter with so water. So water. How black can I be? So I actually go and like Kaden was dying because as soon as I got outside, I started making a Snapchat of it. If I die, you guys don't see me tomorrow. This is why. And I throw it out. And as I'm walking away, I'm like, wait, what about the animals? Oh, they're dead. They're dead. That's it.
Were you at all curious to like open?
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I really did because I'm like, how did you know it was poison? Because it was seasoned meat and everything. So like, I don't get it. And she seemed like she wanted me to ask her.
Was it like takeout food?
No. I don't. Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus.
Jesus.
But yeah, so when you're talking about like being chivalrous and stuff, like even the bus driver was like, "Oh my god, that was so sweet." Like, "Oh my god, like I wish I could wait for you." I'm like, "No, like don't worry, I got a bus pass. Like I'm not tripping. Like don't worry about it."
Damn, flexing with the bus.
Come
pass.
on now, come
Damn.
on, kick me off this bus. I'll get on the next one.
Just whip up the card, bitch. I don't need you.
What was the second part to Sean's question?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at how you tried to cover up the fact that you didn't put your phone on silent.
No, but I did. That's the craziest part. I'll show you after.
But your phone called you a liar, so...
No, definitely. Twice.
Okay, the second part of this question is...
Oh, there's a second part?
Yeah.
Yes, who should pay for the first date, the man or the woman, and why?
Okay, I will go first. I think
taking charge.
whoever initiates first. So, for example, if I'm talking to a woman and she's like, "Oh, like we should go to the movies and blah blah blah," I don't mind paying. However, in my mind, that was your idea, so I believe you should pay. If it is the first date, I wouldn't necessarily wait for her to ask me for the first date. I would ask her for the first date, anyways. So I would automatically be paying, and like nowadays, a lot of women would be like, "Oh no, like I was gonna pay for myself." Like I get it, but don't worry about it. Like I got it. But I believe whoever initiates the date should pay.
What about you?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, what riveting...
No, same, yeah.
Yeah,
if
same.
Whoever initiates it, I guess pay first. But.
I think generally that's a good rule of thumb. I will say, though, and like, I know you guys may disagree, but just keep in mind, I'm specifically talking about myself and like myself in like heterosexual situations. So me and a man. I would always come prepared to pay. And even if he asks me, I will always offer to at least pay half or to contribute. But like back in the day, it never used to bother me. Remember, I told a story a couple weeks ago about how like I was like 20 minutes late for a date, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, let me pay." It wasn't dinner, but we had drinks and appetizers, and I was like, "No, let me pay." Like, and that was sincere, and I don't have a problem with that. I think at this point in my life, though, I would like I said, I'm still gonna come prepared. I'm still gonna offer, but I would want him to pay. Even if I ask him out. Why do I feel differently now? Because and I think maybe both of you can attest to it. I know Des, maybe you can more, but like my history with men is like me putting myself out there and it's not always reciprocated. So I think that moving forward, knowing what I want out of a relationship, I need a man. It's not even that. It's like, just like put some, like respect me. Just, you know what I mean? Because it's like the way I am in a relationship, I'm very giving. And if you can't pay for a date, then like maybe you're not for me. And that's not trying to be like materialistic or whatever, because I will take you out and I will pay for dates and I will plan dates. Like, I think that it should go both ways. I'm not one of those girls who are just like, take me out and blah, blah, and I'm never going to plan anything for you, So I think, set the precedent and like treat me as I should be treated, and you will be treated equally, if not better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but like at this point in my life, I'm still gonna offer, but I'm gonna be side-eyeing you if you don't know, if you're not like, no, let me pay,
Yeah. What I noticed, or when I hear people talk about these things, is like guys will pay for the cheaper stuff. Like if it's like you're driving and you're like, oh, I'm just kind of hungry, like let's go grab a burger, they have no problem paying for it. But when it's sit down and have like a 2-3 course meal and the bill comes up to $100 and something or whatever.
So you're trying to go 50-50?
Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, that's so disgusting.
Yeah, because that makes you look real cheap.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, 50-50, but yo, I got you at the
I
McDonald's drive-thru.
Burger King. Yeah, I got the coupons. Don't worry.
2 for 1.
You see what I'm saying?
The 2 can
and it comes with a drink.
$8.99.
Come on now.
Yo, listen, I'll even supersize it for you.
You want a large?
Yeah, but I think, did you answer your part of that? No, Hugh?
Yeah.
You did? Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I didn't think. But yeah. Okay, so thank you, Sean, for writing in. And again, for everyone listening, please write in. We want to hear from you, and you can be part of the podcast. Just go to thisquareroom.com/ask. Yeah. So, Des, you said that last week. Was it last week? I think so. Or the week before. Recently, we spoke about the Jojo Siwa controversy with her game, Jojo's Juice, and like it having super suggestive adult questions. What's the deal with that?
So, not so much the game, but recently Jojo has come out as a lesbian.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I
And
love that for her.
It was very shocking to the world. She said she felt better that she can share this part of her life with her fans, people, whatever you want to call them. But she did come out and now we know her sexual orientation. Is that the right word?
Preference.
Preference. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, orientation doesn't feel like the right word, but I'm
No.
gonna say it anyways.
I'm pretty sure your sexual orientation is like your like.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's why I was struggling
You know
to
this.
say. Yeah.
I don't know how to use my words, so this
Me.
is me. It's my
Hugh,
orientation.
you okay?
Mm-hmm. What? There's no what? What's the difference between orientation and preference? Wouldn't orientation be?
Wouldn't it be like who you are?
Wouldn't that be your orientation?
Yeah,
Like
that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
We
but
just-
her preference
Is
is
who she likes.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
You okay?
I
You
just,
seem out of it.
No, I'm good.
I just thought I would share that with everybody because I know last week we
Oh, I thought it was an update about her.
no, no, not
Dead at
all.
me bringing it up just
So
to
this will
drag
be
her again. Sorry. No, I love that for her. It's funny because like I've been watching her since she was on Dance Mom, since she's probably like I don't know, like 9 or 10 years old. So it's like it's nice.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, I love it. This generation, all they they're open with their sexuality. They're open with eating ass, and like I love it. I love it for them.
I was watching a movie from like 2004. I really don't remember the movie. Oh shoot, I should have wrote it down. But in the movie, the guy was talking to another guy, and he was like, "Stop being such a faggot," and he just said it just like that in the movie. And I'm like, if this was ever to be released now, psh, that's it. Couldn't do it.
Canceled.
100% canceled. And I'm like, that's so crazy because like back then you would just watch it and laugh and nobody would take it to heart. But now it's like, no. People were taking to heart. They just didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. I had the weirdest dream last night. This is someone that I dated in elementary school. But like I don't feel like that counts. That's like when like you're like, oh my god, we held hands. Oh my god, like that type of shit. But like obviously, like I haven't talked to this guy in years. But in my dream, we were living like a few houses apart, and we were close friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like in the dream, it was like, oh, like we're neighbors, we're friends. Like nothing has changed since elementary school. It was great. And then I can't remember if it was him or someone else basically told me that he was dying, like literally minutes. Like he got like 5 minutes. And I just remember we were on the sidewalk or like, outside in between our two homes. And he's like laying there. He's still alive, but he's like hanging on to dear life. And I'm crying and I'm like, oh my God, like I can't believe it. I can't imagine life without you. Like, what do you call it? I started to tell him that like I wish I had known, like if things were different, I would have just told him that I loved him and blah blah blah. And keep in mind, this is not someone that I've seen, thought of, message. Like I'm sure we have each other on social media, but I haven't even seen like a picture. I don't know why this person popped into my head like for a dream. And then like as I'm saying this in the dream, like I'm crying and I'm like kind of like bent over him because he's laying on the ground. He like pops up and he was like, just kidding. He's like, just kidding. I'm not dying. I just wanted to know how you felt about me because like I kind of like you, but I didn't want to like shoot my shot without knowing. And I got so mad. Huh?
Dreamy was dumb. Why would you believe it? Oh, I'm dying. I'm gonna die in 5 minutes.
Because it's a dream. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he said dream you is dumb.
I know, but like it was believable. It was like
How,
whatever.
man? The dude was probably laying there warm. Like, if he was pale, that makes sense.
He's a black man. He's not
Black
pale.
people get pale too. His lips started getting all dry, and the life started coming out of his body.
No, but it was just weird.
He just
And
pops up.
and he was like, yeah, like I came up with this thing because when someone's dying, like that's when you come up with the truth. That's when you tell people how you really feel. Although it shouldn't be like that. You should tell people how you feel about them while they're alive. But yeah, and he was like, oh, I have feelings for you too. And then it's like, I remember part of me wanted to reciprocate, but then I got so mad, I woke up.
Yep, done that before.
Because I'm like, how dare you? I'm like, I don't have feelings for you anymore. And then I woke up.
You.
And
Stupid.
Like, yeah. Have you had any weird dreams lately?
I haven't had any weird dreams. I have really realistic dreams, kind of like yours, right? Where it's like better, but it's like, wait a minute. Recently, I was watching a show, and of course, the girl had a name that had to do with one of my exes, and I ended up having a dream with her in it. And I had a house. I lived by myself, and her nephews lived not too far from me. And we all ended up talking, and we're just hanging out outside. And then she asked if she can come over. I was like, okay, like, sure. We're just going to hang out. We go inside, and I'm looking at all my shoes, because in real life, I have a lot of shoes. So by my door was like a shoe rack, and I'm looking at all the shoes. And as we're walking towards the kitchen, I turn around and I look at her, and I'm like, why are you here? And she's like, what do you mean? Like, I thought we were going to hang out. And I woke myself up because I'm like, no, that would never have happened.
I want to hang out with you.
She wouldn't have done that.
You know what that reminds me of? You remember the show Madeline, and Madame Clavel would like wake up in the middle of the night and be like, something is not right.
Yeah.
That's literally you waking up
suddenly.
All
the time. And it's crazy because I believe this started from you, actually.
Me?
About 3-4 years ago. Do you remember when I used to always have consistent dreams?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like instead of trying to like
run.
No, at first it was pursue. I was trying to pursue her. And then you're like, instead of trying to pursue her, just relax and just let it be. So every dream, like before I went to sleep, I'd always like, okay, if I see her, relax, let it be.
Well, because you almost like lucid dream where you try to control it.
Yes.
Whether that is pursuing or running, but like you alter, and like it's just a dream is just really your mind telling you something.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it has nothing, like it maybe has something directly to do with that person. Maybe like my dream probably has nothing to do with the actual person I was dreaming about. But it's just like your mind trying to tell you something. So it's like, just let your mind tell you. Like, just go with it.
Since you and Lara told me that, like, I've been doing that. So now when I say it, I can, like, zip in and out of dreams like it's nothing. It's almost scary.
But be careful with that. You know why? Because I think about the movie Insidious. And you remember the boy? He could astral project or something where basically he could, like, leave his body and go flying through the sky. And, like, while he was sleeping and then come back into his body and wake up in the morning and feel refreshed. The thing is, when he left his body, demons were trying to like take over, and then it's like the further away he went, the closer they could get, and I don't like to play around that shit. So just I'm not trying to be like, oh hey Des one day and this fucking demon. No, seriously,
Des is not home. He's gone. I've taken over him.
No, and you guys are joking, but like
I'm Dante now.
That's his brother's name.
Yeah, that's why you said. Oh, I thought that's why you said it.
No, I just saw the demon name. I don't know the closest.
Like Dante's Inferno.
Well, that's a comedy.
Yeah, but I really like in my dreams.
Is it?
It's a divine comedy. Yeah, it's about his I actually wanted to read it, but it's like a really long read, and it's old English. It's like thee thou.
It's Bible English, got it.
Yeah. All you said was thee thou.
That's
thee,
pretty
thou.
much it.
That's all we got.
Yeah. No, it goes to like the 9 circles of hell. I wanted to read it. It's a good.
There's 9. I thought it was 7 circles of hell.
No, in the book.
I've only reached the 7th.
Yeah.
But okay,
you don't want to get to 9.
I got 2 more to go.
9's very cold. No, it's about it's like his dream or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I can just like in my dream I know I'm dreaming and I can be like, okay, stay sleeping. And I'll just continue the dream knowing it's just a dream. Oh. And then I have dreams where I can be like, nope, I'm not doing this. Get out.
Oh, I can do that.
And I just wake up.
Yeah, I can if I have a bad dream, I can turn it into a good dream.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, I can't do that, and I don't want to be able to do that just because I don't play around with shit. With those. I don't want sleep paralysis. I've never experienced it. I know you have, Hugh, and I think you have as well.
The worst.
I don't want that. So like the fact that like when I'm in a dream, I'm in it. Like, you know what I mean? My common sense, like this is someone, like I said, I haven't talked to him, I haven't seen him. I would be like, this is so weird. I don't live here. We don't live close to each other. We don't even talk to each other. Why are we best friends? I should have been able to, like, in either one of your positions, maybe you guys would have been able to wake yourselves up because it's like something isn't right. but I can't until it's over, and I'm cool with that. Like, even if it's a nightmare, like, let me just be in it, because when I wake up, I'm fine. Nightmare. I don't want to wake up and see fucking a demon at the edge of my bed, like, peekaboo. Like,
but even my sleep paralysis, I can like control it, because I know how I get it. I know if I go to bed anxious, I'm more likely to have it, so I just won't go to bed sometimes, or I'll just do something to get rid of my anxiety.
Yeah, a lot of people know like what their tells are, but like
Edibles.
still, I don't want
nightmare.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to. And like, speaking of, well, actually, I don't know the details. You were talking about something to do with like a quiet room in Minneapolis.
Yes.
Minneapolis.
Pardon?
Don't.
Okay,
don't
sorry.
Sorry.
So, in Minneapolis,
I'm like, don't
don't do it. In Minneapolis, they have a quiet room, what is called a quiet room.
What is that?
And pretty much the room is so quiet, you can hear the blood flowing through your veins.
Oh no.
I wonder what that sounds like.
That is terrifying to me. After 30 minutes, you'll begin to hallucinate.
I know.
And
how is it that quiet?
After 45 minutes, the longest that somebody has lasted in there was 45 minutes. Nobody has been there longer than that.
Yeah, I saw that years ago. I want to try it.
Like,
what happens at 45 minutes?
Nobody knows.
No one knows. Since no one's gone past
like
it.
After 30, the guy, like the person, it doesn't say male or female. The person was hallucinating, and after 45,
from silence,
from dead silence,
probably from hearing his heart and his blood.
Exactly,
and probably even hearing his organs.
That's how
even hearing his
quiet the
like,
room is. That's terrifying.
No, but then like if he's sitting
activity.
and then he like shifts. Like,
you probably heard like the fucking clickety clack clacks.
I know, but like that would
but
just
maybe
take
the
away
chair
from,
that's not in there.
What are you strapped down? Like
no, but maybe the chair like it's not making any noise. Maybe that's
how is that
quiet.
Possible?
Who knows science, bro?
Yeah, maybe there's no chair.
You know, like will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas. He has like a permanent ringing in his ears all the time.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's part of the reason like making music helps for him.
Oh yeah, that makes.
I feel like that's like the complete opposite. It's like
boom boom pow.
That boom boom boom.
Yeah, that's going on in his head right now.
Gotta get that. Yeah, that's a hard no, a hard pass. But Hugh-Gene, enjoy.
No, I would try it just to get to the hallucinating part.
I would try it for like a minute just to be like, I did it, but
but no thanks.
I don't want to get to that. No, I don't want to get to that point.
I want to get to that point.
No.
I hallucinate. I want to see some things. I want to see the demons.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You have a story for us, Daz.
Yes. Okay, I have a question.
It's a question? You said something about friends.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So, it's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Have a dinner. And not all your friends, but your friends.
Oh my God, shut up. I was going to ask this, but I was going to save it for the next podcast. We're going to save this one for next week.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
You're talking about splitting the bill, right?
Yeah.
We're talking.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Okay.
I actually had it and I skipped it for today. Okay.
That's why when you're like, can you get into more detail? I'm like,
yeah, I literally have it here. So we're going to get to the next one. Huh?
What happened?
Well, we told you we're gonna get to it next week.
Okay.
We're great minds think alike.
Yeah.
No, but there was a thing that went viral. I think that's why we both got that. But Hugh, you had some sort of facts about fast food. What was that?
Oh no, just like whatchamacallit.
Well, pull it up, share it
around
with the
world,
class.
It was showing like what's people's favorite like whatchamacallit.
dish.
Yeah, like fast food shit, like where they'd be like,
Well, come on, man.
where the
Let us
hell?
know.
You know what I
have one
like?
job. What?
Whether it's a story or Hugh to say something, he always starts it off so nonchalant. Like, Hugh, you had this exciting story to tell about your car. Oh, yeah. Well, it's just that, and I'm like, oh, you don't make it sound exciting.
No, I was like shocked by like what some of the places like favorite like dish like dishes were like fast food dishes. Like Canada's fish and chips.
Is it?
Yes, that's what shocked me. I was like, Canada's fish and chips. I thought it'd be like Chinese food or something.
Wait, the favorite what?
Like fast food, like kind of dish type of thing. So like America is like China, like a lot of the world's Chinese. Like America's Chinese,
Really?
China's obviously China, Chinese.
China's China.
China. Australia's Chinese.
Okay.
Fucking Russia's kebabs. Fucking Brazil is sushi, which makes kind of sense. There's a lot of Japanese people there, and then obviously Japan's fucking sushi. But like a lot of it was A lot of it was.
No, don't. We're not gonna do it.
No, most of it was like pizza, and then Chinese was second, and then sushi was third, and then fish and chips was fourth, which threw me off. I didn't think fish and chips would be like that high on the list.
Neither
Is
would
fish
I.
and chips high in England?
No, it's whatchamacallit?
What's England's?
England.
Chinese.
England is Chinese. Yeah, it's Chinese. I thought it'd be Indian for England.
What's
because
India's?
India? I don't think they actually. India's pizza.
Wow.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to me. But Canada is what
What's
really.
New Zealand?
New Zealand. New Zealand's Chinese.
What's Australia?
Australia's Chinese.
South America.
Hugh.
South. You gotta be more specific. There's
Oh,
countries.
sorry. I meant to say South Africa.
South Africa's fish and chips.
Hugh.
Oh.
You're really entertaining this?
What?
What? He has a list to share, and I'm
Are
asking
you just
about
throwing
it.
out names out there?
No, these are countries I'm curious about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just throwing it out just to test him.
Yeah, most of
Why am I testing him? He's reading off of a list. It's
Just
not
in
a
case
test.
the list doesn't have everything, then you'd be like, oh.
No, this country
No, I'm
has
not
different
vindictive
colors.
like
Okay.
you, Des.
No, I am.
No,
You're
like
protective of your boyfriend? Get out of
most,
here.
I hate you.
You're like, leave him alone. Stop testing him. Jamaica is.
He said he can't read. You just bring the phone closer to you.
Yeah, and speak into the mic.
Jamaica's pizza.
Okay, I don't know if I believe this now.
That's what I'm confused. I thought it'd be like Chinese.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think that's Jamaica. Jamaica's under Cuba, right?
What?
Oh, it's like showing it on the map.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, I'm thinking like
Yeah,
alphabetical order. I was like,
in Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
No.
Cuba.
Yeah, Jamaica, it's pizza.
Oh, that's weird.
Exodus.
all right, since you still have your phone up, Hugh, let's wrap up this episode with
would you
some
rather?
traditional Hugh-Gene would you rathers, because I know you've been itching.
I haven't.
Do you consider pizza pasta?
No,
What? Why? It's because they're made of the same
it's
things?
Italian food. It's not pasta, dum dum.
They are
I'm
technically
just
made of the
asking.
same things.
Technically, it's pasta.
No.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Would you rather live in a utopia as a normal person or live in a
I
dystopia?
smell feet.
Or would you rather? Now you made me tongue-tied.
Tongue-tied?
Jesus Christ.
I tongue-tied.
Would you rather?
Jesus.
I'm so PTSD. Would you rather live in a utopian world as a normal person or live in a dystopian world to be the supreme leader?
Normal person.
Normal person in
Yeah.
utopia?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you want to be supreme leader.
I wouldn't
Look
want
at
to
his
live in a
face.
utopia because utopia, it's like I always think about like heaven, right? Because heaven's like, it's like no more sad, no more pain, and all that shit. And it's just like you're not a person; you're just kind of like a robot. You don't really have that human experience anymore. Can you imagine everyone's like,
Well, no, you
The point
do.
is you've had it.
Right.
I know, but you're not human anymore.
The only way
You're dead.
to experience
That's
sadness
true.
is to experience like you don't know what one is until you've experienced the other, depending on like
I like a little bit of pain.
depending on like what level. Obviously, some people experience extreme sadness and some people experience extreme happiness.
daddy.
But you know what one is because of the other, and if you've gone through a human life, then you've for sure experienced it. So then if you are now in heaven, you can appreciate the happiness because you know what it is.
Yeah, I still want a little bit of pain.
Jesus.
Would you rather live your entire life in a virtual reality or granted all your wishes and lived in a normal world?
Normal world.
No,
That's
what?
a stupid question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm sorry, guys.
What?
Would
What
you
is
rather
this Black Mirror? That episode where
Oh
he's just
my
like
god.
like living in the virtual world and like wasting his life away.
That's it can be our future.
So scary.
Black Mirror is creepy because it kind of shows
I've
what
only
the future
seen that one episode, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Black Mirror is literally it's all stuff that it's like, okay, it's not really realistic for right now,
But
but
it's
it's
possible.
very realistic for the
Yeah.
next few years, and
Yeah.
that's why it's so creepy.
Yeah.
And do you guys know what Black Mirror means?
I don't want to.
No.
It's like technology. When the screen is off, what's staring back at you?
Oh, yeah, you.
Oh yeah,
A Black
somebody told me
Mirror.
that.
Yeah.
Me.
The fuck?
Oh boy.
I'm staring.
Yeah,
at
you see
me.
yourself in like the
You're
black
like, oh, that's
screen.
what I look like. Fuck. Jesus
When Netflix
Christ.
is like, "Are you still there?" and you're just like in the screen.
yes, I'm still here.
Speaking of, sorry, side note,
You guys, now I know what it is. You guys remind me of the Striking Vipers episode, Black Mirror. Remember, I made you watch that one.
Okay, just fuck up.
So, Des, what that is, and before you tell me to shut up too, just let me explain it.
From he said shut up, I'm like, oh my god.
It's the episode where they basically are able to plug themselves into a video game and like they are the character. So it was like a Street Fighter thing and they're fighting and whatever.
Heard about this,
and then and they're two best friends. But then one was playing as a girl, one was playing as a guy. And then they realized that once the game ends, they can actually just like do whatever they want until they like plug out of the game. So they like ended up kissing and they're like, whoa, that's weird. And then one thing leads to another. Sorry, spoiler alert for anyone listening.
It's been like 10 years.
I know, yeah, it's not 10 years, but it's been out for a minute. Long story short, they end up having sex and it's like this weird thing because they're like, are we attracted to each other or do we just like the sex? And like there's been a lot of sexual tension in this square room
where
this week. Des,
where?
You have been giving him eyes and then he gave you eyes back. Y'all have been saying sexual things, looking each other dead in the eye. Everyone could hear it.
Is you're running
I could
with
see
this.
it. I'm not running. I'm just, placing things as I see them and just calling like I see them. So that's all. You guys remind me of Striking Vipers. You guys are like denying it, but like low-key loving it. So that's all. Please continue, Hugh, with your Would You Rathers. It's mostly Des, to be fair. He's really coming on to you.
Okay. Would you rather write a novel?
He's okay with that. He's like, as long as everyone knows it's not me.
Would you rather write a novel that will be widely considered the most important book in the past 200 years, but you in the book will only be appreciated after your death, or be famous for writing an erotica novel?
Oh, erotica.
Wait, so writing a great novel...
But it would be like the greatest novel for like the next 200 years, but you're dead.
They won't appreciate it until you're dead.
Until you're dead.
Or you can write an erotica.
And you're like known for it.
But like how long is that what appreciated for?
Probably until you're dead. So like let's say
maybe
30
even
years.
Less than that.
30 years?
Well, I would say like the great authors.
He just said I'm gonna be dead in 30 years.
Well, I'm thinking of the average like great author normally doesn't write a great book till like 40, 50.
R.I.P.
Yeah, but if
Eric Jerome Dickey.
If I watch it right now,
okay, like
he's dead.
Yeah, yeah, he died like 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Eric Jerome Dickey.
I have books of his romantic novels. Like they're like
he wrote the greatest eroticas.
They're
He's
good.
They're
Is that considered erotica?
Yeah.
They're like romantic novels, but there's like
wait.
sex
It depends.
in them.
Which one do you have?
I can't remember. I think I have 2 actually.
Oh,
but like
his books are more known now that he's dead.
No, they were known.
No, he died 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Did you not?
Now I know who he is because he's dead.
That's true.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and he was still writing. He had like
oh my God.
2 books that came out last year.
Unfinished.
Yeah,
I know.
He just wrote like,
and they all like intertwine with each
Yes.
other. It was so great.
It's like a little side character in one could be a main character.
Exactly.
In another one.
And I remember reading this book. Like, hold on, wasn't Joseph in? And I went back and I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense now. Because you thought Joseph was a nobody in this book, but in this book, it explains why he's
Joseph's
a nobody.
a freak, and you didn't even know.
You
Joseph
see what I'm
was
saying?
just fixing the pipes.
Yeah, he was just a plumber who happened to be there. Wrong place, wrong time. No. Joseph knew it.
Did you say like fixing the pipes and you made like a penis?
No, I'm just making.
Oh boy.
All right.
Boy.
Well, I don't know. Penis, pipes.
No. He was just the
Vagina?
plumber. He was
Vagina?
just the plumber.
He was fixing the.
No, literally just a sink.
It's a sink. What a fucking. Lame.
Chasing Destiny has to be my favorite book. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
I don't think that's one of the ones I have. I can't remember. Destiny. All right, you have any more? Or are we wrapping things up?
I never do.
When you're old, what do you think your children? What kind of story? Have I asked this before?
Yes.
Fuck me.
So many times. This is about the fourth. And I ask you if you keep track of the ones you ask.
That's not a would you rather though.
But what was the question?
I was gonna ask what kind of story you think your children are gonna ask you when you get old.
Okay, then. Yeah. About me?
No. In general. He's asked this on the podcast several times before.
I'm sorry, guys.
What my children are gonna ask about me?
Yeah.
Like what stories?
I think he's gonna be like, Dad, can I ask you a question? Yeah. All those girls that you used to hang out with, were you guys just friends? Well, son, I'm friends with everybody.
Like, well, son, sit down for this.
This is going to be a long one.
All right, I'll leave that.
All right. Well, that was great. That was an interesting episode.
Very homoerotic. Very homoerotic.
Very, yeah. It's funny that we're talking about erotica. This whole episode was erotica. Is there like a podcast genre for that? I feel like there probably is.
Podcast for fucking everything.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. to your...
The girl I used to be.
Oh, that was good.
Larry King?
Yeah.
Who?
Larry King
died.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was actually so devastated by that because I remember, like, I don't know, certain people you just always like. He was just such a likable guy. I remember Larry King live. Like, I never used to watch it because I was a kid and, like, I wasn't into news, but, like, I don't know. Like, it's just, like, growing up seeing him and then, like, seeing that he was still alive. And Betty White just turned 99, so it's like...
Jesus Christ. I thought she was dead. Shit.
Jesus, Hugh.
Hurry up!
Stop. No, she is literally a living legend because, like...
She's living.
Well, yeah. No, but I think Larry King, they said that he was treated for COVID earlier this month, so...
His, like, healthcare provider gave him COVID, and then he died of COVID.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 87. Married 8 times.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, man.
Larry King was an amazing man. Rest in peace. And I guess happy birthday to Betty White. You go, girl. She's like an American treasure, I feel. What was that?
What's that show she had? Golden Girls?
Was that what that you were trying to hum?
That's part of it.
Okay. All right.
When I think of golden, I think of pee.
All right. No, we're not going to do that to Betty White's image.
Sorry, he said golden.
No, that's so inappropriate, Des. Yeah. Were you looking at Hugh when you said that too?
No,
I was
looking
looking at the ground. I made sure.
Yeah, I made sure I don't look at him anymore when I say certain things.
See, but now you're trying too hard not to, and that makes it more.
But remember, I told you, like, when we normally do it, like, I look at the window because I feel like he makes a lot of eye contact with me.
Yeah, it's been all you today, buddy.
No, but because I'm trying to be like, you know what? Maybe it's okay. But I'm doing it at the wrong time.
It's all right. You just want to slap his knob. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
You want to
All
standing 69.
Like it's a corn cob.
That's how it goes. Yeah. Slap on my knob like a corn on a cob.
Like corn on the cob, not like a slap on my knob, like corn on the cob.
Check in with me
and do your job.
Fergus, man. No,
lay
that's
on
the
the bed.
remix.
Then give me head.
I was doing the remix part.
Yeah.
I was doing the
after.
But you just said slap on my knob like a corn on the cab. That's what you initially said. Just adding in all these words and saying shit wrong. Ugh, what would this square room be if we didn't get almost everything wrong? Yeah, so if you are still listening, we are very appreciative.
Yeah, you're good.
I said it weird the first time.
No, you're good.
But I think I recovered well. We're very appreciative. And we would really appreciate it if you would follow us on our social media at This Square Room on Instagram and Twitter. And as I mentioned earlier in the episode, please share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we will see you next Tuesday.